Hello and welcome to the Unread Books Tag. This is a tag created by Reney from Beyond Books, and of course her co-host Reney helped, I'm sure. I'm going to read what Reney had below her video. The tag was created by Reney to increase awareness of the number of books we own and how many we have that, to date, remain unread. There are many reasons to fall in love with a book and want to take it home. But aren't books meant to be read and appreciated? Who knows what may be in your collection? This tag may prompt you to find some hidden, unread gems. I was tagged by Reney, and as I mentioned in her comment section, a thank you to Chaz, as I just completed my book audit. So going through all my shelves, what I own, what I've read, what I need to read, and that made this tag so much easier to complete. Be sure to check out Reney's video for her original responses. Also, stop by Chaz's channel to see his book audit and how his numbers went. I have a 3-part series because, well, I own a lot of books and only a few of them are in my videos. And here we go with the answers for my unread books. Number 1. How many books do you presently own? Give an estimate if you're unsure, and how many of those are unread? Thank you, Chaz. I can answer this with I own over 1,000 plus books, and 466 are unread. So a little better than I thought. And woohoo to those accurate numbers, which is helping me get everything planned and figured out. Number 2, do you also have ebooks? How many do you have? And how many are unread? I have 3 ebooks, gifts from authors, thank you so much, and 2 are read. I have 1 to still read. Number 3, have you ever participated in a Read What You Own challenge? Why or why not? And if so, how did it go? No. I've seen it, but I've never participated in the Read What You Own challenge that goes around BookTube. In 2022, I did set up my own personal challenge of reading what I own. So to go through all my shelves and read what I'd purchased over many decades. As for how is it going? Well, my total number of books has increased massively over the last few years, thanks to my local thrift store and amazing prices. So I've definitely increased the number and gotten a bit farther from my initial goal. But overall, I'd say it's going well because the books that I have purchased have tied in with so many other areas of interest. And the reason I don't do the Read What You Own with a set time limit each year is I know me, and if there happens to be an amazing sale on at my thrift bookstore, I'm definitely going for the sale prices because there's always amazing finds. So the closest I have to that is continuing to focus on reading what I already own. Number 4, have you ever purchased the same book twice or more without realizing it? And what did you do with the extra copy or copies? I have done it twice, I'm sure, because I have both books here. The first was Earth Medicine. This is by Kenneth Meadows. I very much enjoy this book. I've referred to it numerous times. I ended up buying it accidentally a second time because the cover was different, so I gifted that to someone else who was interested in animal totems and runes and the cycle of the year. The second book, and this was very recently, I bought Pyramid Quest by accident. I noticed as I was getting my books in order. So what I've done with that is I'll keep one copy to annotate and read. The other copy I'm going to turn into a junk journal and keep a lot of my notes and other things related to the pyramid in that. Which reminds me, I actually bought a third book twice, and on purpose this time. This copy is my read and annotate. I have another one that's already tabbed out so I know which pages to take out to turn that into a junk journal as well. That I'm thinking I will use for my Von Daniken notes, as I have 3 different books of his, and it'll be a great place to keep that information together. Number 5. Take 5 unread books from your shelf, or choose 5 from your e-library, and talk briefly about why you purchased them. Was it the price? Were you collecting? Is it part of a series, an author that you really enjoy? Which of the 5 would you commit to reading within 90 days? What about the others? And would you consider unhauling the unread books? And if so, where? The 5 books that I've selected, I could have picked any number, but these are on my to-read soon list, so that's part of why I picked them. The first book, and I've mentioned this recently in another tag video, Secrets of the Waite-Smith Tarot. This is by Marcus Katz and Tally Goodman. I mentioned this in the video that I was tagged by Alan and the 10 biggest books you have. So this is definitely on my to be read soon list. Next, I selected Gothic Fantasy. This is Lovecraft Mythos, New and Classic Collection. This is by Flame Publishing. The stories in this collection are not all written by Lovecraft. There are other authors as well. I'm guessing they're based on some of his characters like Cthulhu or Dagon. I'll need to delve into it to know more about it. I should mention I picked this up to learn more, of course, about the Waite-Smith deck, which I have, and it's the deck that I've had for over 45 years. I picked this up probably 10 years ago, so I really do need to get to it. I picked this up, 1, because it was in the discount section for an amazing price, and 2, I love the shiny gold and green, and of course, it's Lovecraft. Next, I found Haunted Canada, the 4th Terrifying Collection. This is by Joel A. Sutherland, published by Scholastic. I picked this up for a number of reasons. 1, it's Haunted Canada, and I enjoy learning about different things throughout the country and the hauntings and the houses. But it's also part of a collection that I've been building, so I just need to find one more haunted collection to have the whole set of 12 stories. Next, for my local thrift store, I found The Mysteries of Easter Island. I've always been fascinated about Easter Island, the different ideas and theories about the statues, and of course, they're always discovering more about them. They would have discovered even more and figured things out sooner had they not decimated the population who was originally there, but humans sometimes not too bright. This was originally published in 1973. Part of the reason I picked it up is because it's an older book, and I'm curious to find out what their thoughts and theories were at that time compared to some of the newer information now. As far as I know, they still have not deciphered the language that was used, and again, part of that is because of what happened to the population when they were discovered, which is a very sad situation, and also one would hope a learning moment for humanity, but time will tell based on some current events in the world. The last of the 5 books is Stephen King's Holly. I enjoyed the Holly character. I first met her in If It Bleeds, It Leads. I've read 2 of the other books with Holly, Finders Keepers, and I'm having a mind fart about what the other one is. I haven't read the other. I'm not sure if I will, based on I've heard there's a number of animals in that. But I do want to give Holly a try because I find her to be a very fascinating character. In some ways, she reminds me of Susan in Salem's Lot. Maybe that's why I like reading about her. The next part to question 5 is picking a book that you'll commit to reading in the next 90 days. Now, I would like to read all of them. I'm so far behind on where I'd normally be reading at this point in the year, but like everyone else, 2025 hasn't been a normal year in any respect. The book I'm going to commit to is Haunted Canada, the 4th Terrifying Collection. Part of the reason is the content on my channel for the next few months has to do with UFOs, haunted stories, cryptids. This ties in perfectly. I'm also hoping to start doing ghost story tellings and readings on Fridays. I'm sure I'll get a number of great ideas from going through this book. And as you can tell, the print is quite large, so this will likely be an afternoon reading. I'll let you know in 90 days with an update. That will be December the 9th when I'm due to have my update video. By that time, I might have Holly finished and a few of the stories read from Lovecraft, but I'm not guaranteeing that. There was a time I could say, yes, I'll definitely have it done, but there are a number of other reading plans and things that I have going on. So my target and my plan is to finish that Haunted Canada collection, and I'll let you know in December. Number 6, of course, is to do the update. Did you read or unhaul any of the books? That I can already partially answer. I'm hoping to have the book read. No, I will not be unhauling any of the unread books. They will stay on my shelves and wait patiently. As I've mentioned in other videos, I don't unhaul books anymore. It has to be an extreme case of moving it from my shelves, mostly because at this point I think I'm getting close to 50 books I thought I was done with. I'd unhauled at my local thrift store or given away. There was a store that had a lending library that I donated several boxes of books to, and I've now repurchased close to 50 of those books. So I don't assume I'm finished with a book anymore. I pick them up, read them again for different reasons. I've also discovered it's getting harder and harder to find copies of what I wanted to renew on my shelves. They're not easy to find at the library anymore in physical or digital copies, so I hang on to my books unless it's an author I've tried a couple of times and they're just not resonating or jibing with me. Then I'll either check in with a friend of mine if she wants it. If not, then I take it to my local thrift bookstore where someone else can find it for a great price and enjoy it. Number 7 is to tag other booktubers. I'm going to say, whether you're a content creator or a viewer and commenter, if you would like to answer these questions, please feel free to do so in the comments down below. If you would like to make a video with your responses, consider yourself tagged. I'm going to tag Pat at Book Chat with Pat, although I'm going to guess she's already been tagged because this was a few weeks ago. I'm going to tag Kat, Ginger Bibliophile, Ven from Ven's Corner, Darkstar, Darkstar's Cavern, Stuart, Stuart Griffin, Alan, Big Hard Books and Classes, Big Hard Books and Classics, and Leslie, Books, Gers, and Purrs. As always, if you have time to do it, great. I would enjoy hearing your answers. Remember to tag myself and Renee so we can come and enjoy your answers as well. Oh, and that reminds me, I'm going to tag Chaz because I know he's done the book audit, so he'll be able to answer the specific numbers as well. Hope you enjoyed my responses. The books I mentioned are all in the description box down below. Let me know if you've read any of them. Are you interested in any of them? Do you know how many books you have in your own personal library and how many are unread? Until next time, remember, be safe, be well, big hugs,